Hey y'all, it's Albie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be going over a recent read. I am very proud of myself. It was on my TBR. I was like, child, I gotta get this done. I gotta read this because it's literally autumn and the book's called It Happened When Autumn. So I wanted to read it in this time space and I read it in less than 24 hours. Y'all, I ate it up like Thanksgiving stuffing. Like, it was so good. So I feel like this is like a common book that everyone's like, it's so good, but literally worth the hype, and I wasn't disappointed at all. In fact, some of the things that I disliked in other Lisa Kleypases, that sounds weird, I really enjoyed in this one. So this one is book 2/book 3 of the Wildflower series. I honestly feel if you want to get the full experience of the Wildflower series, really do start with book 0, as they call it. Again, the magic. It is written as a standalone, but I really think you get the best, excuse me, I just took some water. You get the best scope of all the characters when you read that one, because our hero is introduced in that book. They make references to the heroine and her love interest, and her brother and sister are the ones that are like, her brother is Marcus, who is the hero of this book, and our heroine Olivia is has a storyline in book 1. So really, you're best off starting with, again, the magic, but I'll digress. So would I say that you need to read them in order? I think you should. I mean, you're going to get spoilers, and they're really great stories and storylines with a really lovely character development. And I feel like you're not hurting yourself by skipping them or reading them out of order, but you're really going to enjoy it a lot more. It's sort of like a Marvel universe sort of thing. Like I always say, like the Lisa Kleypas universe, which is I think you should really start with, again, the magic, and work your way down the Wildflowers and then the Ravenels, and then there's some other series too that I think interconnect as well, but it's this big Lisa Kleypas verse that I think is really fun. I've enjoyed it so far. So our setting is London, 1843. This is set at the Marsden estate. It's like Stony Cross, I think is what it is. Their last name's Marsden, but Marcus is like Lord Westcliff. I think in my notes I have him down as Marsden because he's technically Marsden, but it's like Lord Westcliff, Marsden, Stony Cross is our hero. So Marcus, and then our heroine is Lillian Bowman, who is introduced in book 1/2, however you want to read it. And she is a dollar princess. She and her sister Daisy are American heiresses that didn't really find a match, weren't really accepted into the New York upper crust or upper crust of other places in America. And so her family decides, let's get the show on the road and let's find you someone in England. So she's a dollar princess. She's a wallflower, and she's not really looking for love. So it actually starts off with Lillian and her sister Daisy at is the word perfumery? Is that the technical term? They're getting perfumes, and they end up with, I think it's called Lady of the Night, which is an orchid perfume, which I want to kind of do some research or have my friends in the comments below let me know, is that in any reference to the orchids of Helen's mom / Helen? Because we know in Mary Winterbourne, which is like the secondary series to this, she grows orchids, and I think her mom grew orchids. Is the Lady of the Night orchid, is that in any reference to what's coming with Helen and her mom? I'd really love to know in the comments below, because it just stuck out to me. So they're getting perfume. They're like, oh, the guy's like, Mr. Nettles, I think. He's like, oh, you should get some perfume. It's like a love potion for a man. They're like, oh, okay, sure. And so I don't think it really works, but they do make reference to that perfume. So that was kind of cute. And then they all go to the Marsden / Coney Ridge, Stony Cross for like another big shindig party, sort of like how we saw in the Rebels of Fifth Avenue, Rebels of Fifth Avenue by Gideon Shaw. There's that big like house party. There's a house party at Stony Cross, and a lot of people come. The Wildflowers come. Gideon Shaw's there, Simon Hunt, Annabelle Hunt, Evie Jenner, Mercedes Bowman, Thomas Bowman, Viscount Sebastian St. Vincent is there causing trouble. So lots of really fun things going on. Tropes are American versus British, dollar princess, enemies to lovers, you to yum is what I wrote. And Marcus, I would write him as a short king. So this is kind of funny. So y'all know, like when you do like fun research for a book, whether you're doing a project on one or just for like poop and giggles, you like Google, how do people see this character? Like what's an actor that people are like, oh yeah, this is how I would picture him in a fantasy casting of the movie. This is how he would look to me from his description. Well, a lot of people on Google and stuff, they had like he's a Welsh actor. He's like the one from Titanic. Is anyone alive out there? Is anyone alive out there? Like at the end with the flashlight. They had him as Marcus. Y'all, using Lisa Kleypas's description, Marcus to me looked like young Danny DeVito. And I can't get it out of my head. But honestly, young Danny DeVito is essentially Marcus. Like, he's sort of a short king. He's, what do they call him? What's that? Not fulsome. swarthy. He was swarthy, so like kind of dark and hairy, and like kind of like Mediterranean build, like shorter, broad chest, muscular, like not fluffy but solid. And I just could not picture anyone else but young Danny DeVito as Marcus. So if that makes y'all giggle, I understand, because literally, like using her description, it would be like a young Danny DeVito, like full head of hair and everything, not like Danny DeVito from Matilda or Sunny in Philadelphia, but like, I don't know, that's just what I pictured as Marcus. And like, I never really did picture Lillian, but I think I saw someone like comment like Lily, was it Lily Rose? No. Not Lily James, Lily Collins. Lily Collins, I saw that. She was a popular like inspiration for people. So I just want to share that because it cracked up a lot of my friends and I thought I should share it. So here's some like more spoiler stuff. So if you just wanted my review, it was like a 6-star read. Kind of chew on the spice. Wasn't that spicy? And we'll get into that. Well, actually, let's get into it now before I say like bye. So this isn't spoilers, but my edition is the edited version. So I have it on Kindle. If you have the new pretty cover with the girl like laying in a thing of flowers like with a red dress, yours is most likely edited. So Lillian she drinks a lot in this book. Like she's like tipsy on champagne with St. Marcus. She gets like finger burned with she's tipsy with St. Vincent. She's like finger burned with Marcus in a garden. And there's a scene where she has like it's like pear-soaked whiskey or something like that. She drinks like a whole bottle of whiskey or something like that in the afternoon in the library. She is trashed. And in the original, I think it's the end of chapter 17, she and Marcus like hook up. And their first time doing the deed, she is literally blackout wasted because she's like, was that a dream? Like when she wakes up. And so Lisa Kleypas did rewrite it. Sorry, the sun's like changing on me. But Lisa Kleypas did rewrite it. And so that scene, the sex scene wasn't actually taken out. It was moved to chapter 22. I think that's what I have in my notes. So it's still edited though. Like it's not the same as it was. My friend actually sent me like screenshots of the pages I was missing, which is really helpful, honestly. And it's a really well written scene, but I can see like why you wouldn't want to do it. Because I mean, she was blackout drunk. Like she woke up and was like, chapter 18 is like, was that a dream? What happened? And then like, if you read chapter 17 and 18 of the original, they do the deed. And then like the middle part of 18 is where the edited part starts. So it's like 5 pages. And Kleypas moves that sex scene to chapter 22, but she does like edit it and make it shorter. I think she might have like combined a sex scene that was in that chapter in the original. I might have like just added part 1 and like tagged it on together. So I wasn't necessarily disappointed about it being changed, but it was, I don't know. I feel like it's interesting from a historical standpoint to view it as it was, like historical as the novel was being published. But I'm not like mad at it or anything. Like it wasn't like upset that it was changed. It was just, it's just something to make note of. And let me pause real quick. All right, I wanted to get my notes up. So this is where some of the spoilers are going to be. So like I said, a 6-star read. Like I said, the older editions where it's not really a pretty cover. It's sort of like a fountain. I think that's the original with the step back. Or like the older looking cover, that'll have the original or should have the original text. So if you go on eBay or secondhand bookstore or you find it at a yard sale or something, look at 1718 to see if it's the original. And if it does have a step back where it has the raised lettering, it should be a first edition or a first run. All right, so here's some spoilers that I enjoyed that I wanted to kind of talk about. So St. Vincent is introduced, well, he's technically introduced like in book Secrets of a Summer Night. I don't think he was in Again the Magic. And y'all, like, I always see people like, oh, I fell for the villain, blah, 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 blah. Lord Vincent is a BAS tard. He is not a good person. He is not a nice person, but y'all, I wouldn't mind being compromised. I would not mind a compromisation. Is that a word? No, that's not a word. He's a bad person. Like, there's literally a scene with St. Vincent talking about he had an affair with a married woman. And like he's literally making fun of her, and she literally like slit her wrist or like damaged her wrist with like a hat pin, like to like get attention and like, oh my gosh, I tried to attempt, some stuff, but really, Vincent was just like, oh, she's crazy. It's like, and she's what a dummy for like ruining a good private affair. Not everyone knows, and it's like, this man is not a nice person. He's not nice. And then later on, St. Vincent, like I said, spoiler alert. Spoilers, so if y'all need to leave, see y'all soon. But okay, here's some spoilers. So like when St. Vincent like kidnapped Lillian, I did not see that coming. This book was a little bit bonkers. It was a little bit of that old school historical that we've been warned about, clutching the pearls. So Kleypas technically did kind of start during the kind of the tail end, but still present bodice ripper era. I think her first book was published in the mid to late 80s. Does that make sense? Like 86, 87, 85. So what her contemporaries were writing and what she was technically reading when she first started were of this traditional bodice ripper. And this book was teetering bodice ripper territory. I mean, St. Vincent like kidnaps her. He has like customized handcuffs, and it was like, what in the world? And just St. Vincent, dastardly man, and I cannot wait for Devil in Winter. I am so excited. I'm so excited. In the epilogue, I literally have goosebumps now. Y'all can see him. I have goosebumps thinking about the epilogue with Evie and St. Vincent. Oh my gosh. Like the whole, like I was talking with Emmeline. She's asking about like Faust romances. And I was like, girl, Devil in Winter. Literally a deal with the devil, St. Vincent. And literally on the last page, Evie's like, I have a Faustonian request or something. I was like, oh my gosh. And he, like St. Vincent literally is being mean to her in his head. He's like, oh, she'd be a pretty good time in the bed if she could shut up and didn't have that stutter. I was like, oh my gosh. Just a bad person. But oh my gosh. So I'm literally fangirling over a character. But St. Vincent, I cannot wait. For Devil in Winter. And I am purposefully waiting until December 1st. I'm going to read it in December. Like it's going to be on my December TBR. Spoiler alert. But oh my gosh, that epilogue, he's just like mean and evil and could give a poop about anything. And just the fireplace slowly disintegrating into this darkness. And he's sort of at his wits' end. He has like no hope for his like help with his money. And then Evie's like comes in with her cloak and he's like, who are you? Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, and you have the fiery red hair. And he's like, oh, this girl's like, she's beautiful, but God, her mouth with her stutter. And it's just so rude. And it's like, oh my gosh, what is this? What are we going to do? And I know from some spoilers, it's a marriage of convenience, which is one of my favorite tropes. It's not my favorite trope. I really love widows. Marriage of convenience with a jerk. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Like I'm literally giddy. And I know like we have spinoffs with their, I think one of them's a son. I think Devil in Spring is a son. Don't let me know. And I know like the Devil's Daughter. I think that has to be their daughter because she's got red hair like Evie. And then I think there's someone else. The last one in the Ravenel's like Devil in Disguise. But y'all, oh my gosh, I literally have no words. And I've literally fangirled for like 5 minutes on St. Vincent. I don't know who I picture him as an actor yet. Someone was like Steve McQueen. I think that was the actor from these British like Strawberry Blonde. Maybe Austin Butler, but he's a little young. But y'all, I'm so excited. Like St. Vincent stole the show for me in this book. I think because partly Marcus to me was Danny DeVito, so I was like, I did not take that seriously. I did not. I don't know why. I set myself up for ruin with Marcus. But St. Vincent, all systems go for December because I'm ready. I think I'm going to do like all my Vlogmas stuff, like my Christmas books, and then I'm going to go into Devil in Winter. And I am so excited for it. So excited. So this was my review for Secrets of an Unknown. Lord have mercy. For It Happened One Autumn by Lisa Kleypas. But it's also partly just literally pure excitement and enjoyment for The Devil in Winter. I'm ready. I've way too much. So everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I will see y'all soon for another video. Be nice to one another and everything else. Bye.